I was listening to Kirk Franklin. It started when, it was like Kirk Franklin was a part of a versus competition, and I reached out to my brother because, we both grew up in the church. Like I said, when you're younger, you're not really impacted in the same way that you are as you older. It's like it was just something to do, particularly around a mother who kept us in the church, right? Always in the church. But those things stick with you. And I was listening to Now Behold the Lamb, and man, I got emotional. And for so many different reasons, right? It just like, it kind of like, if you go through and like listen to the lyrics, it kind of pushes you to a place where it's like, okay, now let me think through some of this stuff. I can get through anything if I believe in a higher power. And then it's also nostalgic, right? Because, it brings me back to a place like the church, and the church is, it's a place where it's all about the people more so than the building, right? So all that support, that sometimes it's what you need when you're down, right? And so I would definitely put that on there. And another one is, and this is gonna sound funny, is Rick Ross, I'm Not a Star. Like, so so for me, like, mentorship and community is extremely important, but at the same time, my approach may not be the way that either the masses want to see me approach particular things when it comes to addressing the community, or even from the community itself. My approach may put people in a situation where they may not necessarily agree with how I approach stuff. I've been blessed to be put in certain positions where folks look at me as a leader. I've not always seen myself as that. It's been difficult on me sometimes because I'm a person with super high anxiety, and I want to make sure that all my people are well taken care of. So when you're put into a leadership position, it's not just about you. It's about everybody else that looks at you as a leader. And I will always uphold that mantle for anybody, whether that's my peers, as people behind me that I mentor, people that may look up to me, etc. But, sometimes I just feel like I want to just, kind of live a track like I'm Not a Star by Rick Ross, to say, don't put all of this pressure on me, like, because I'm going to approach it this way. You may not always agree with the way that I do things, but I'm doing it for the betterment of all of us, right? And I feel like I'm very competent in all of the things that I do. I don't feel like people always are going to, question the things that I do, but you also know that there's people behind you that do those type of different things. And it's like, well, look, I'm not doing this for fame. I'm not doing this for fortune. I'm not a star here. I'm doing this, out of the kindness of my heart. I'm doing this because this is what I believe. I'm doing it because I think this is going to be the betterment for individuals from a mass perspective. Anything else, you can mix me with that type stuff, right? So that just the kind of hard part in me, it wants to like look at a track like I'm Not a Star and say that, right? You can listen to my Total Life soundtrack as a playlist on Apple, Tidal, Spotify. Just check out Norris Ryan Songology.